Currently competing in a European competition at Pajulahti in Finland, Team GB's sitting volleyball team are looking for more players in the run-up to the next Paralympics. They're hoping to benefit from the British Sitting Volleyball Futures programme that's on the lookout for world-class talent, individuals with the physical and psychological characteristics required to succeed at the highest level. Our reporter Shan Robins caught up with the team at a mini-league in Portsmouth.
Supported by Sport England, the British Sitting Volleyball Futures programme is looking for people aged under 40 who have a desire to be the best they can be and commit to an international programme. Athletes with potential will be developed through the Sitting Volleyball Club environments, in national development groups and in the Great Britain squads. Vicky is the setter for the Team GB squad.
The setter is the person who will get the second ball after the defence have received the ball, and they will choose where to place the ball, so who to pass to spike it or kill it onto the opposite team.
The criteria for sitting volleyball players that play at international level is some form of disability, but as in Vicky's case, it may not be obvious at first glance.
I had a motorbike accident when I was 18 and shattered my whole lower left leg and it was nearly amputated, but they fortunately managed to save it. But it means I have a lot of weakness in my left leg. Occasionally you might see me fall over, but most of the time I'm ambulant and can walk around. After my accident I was told I'd never play sport again. And I was really sporty, so I represented my county in a lot of sports, so swimming, martial arts, football, all sorts of things. And then I really wanted to play sport again. But I obviously couldn't run very well at all, some would say. Jump, I couldn't really, and this, if I played a contact sport, I'd probably have my leg amputated. So somebody introduced me to volleyball, and after that, I went along, had a go, and I really enjoyed it. But the coach said to me, have you thought of sitting volleyball? Because I couldn't run, couldn't jump, couldn't really change direction the way that standing volleyball requires. And so I was like, well, I'm not really sure. And I went along to a training session, and I just loved it. The first time I played, it was a slide a mile kind of charitable fundraising activity, and they asked me to get involved. If you've ever slided a mile on your bum, you'll know if it's your first time, it was most painful the next day. And that's the thing people ask. After a while, you do get used to it, and no, you don't get any calluses or anything like that.
Although a member of Team GB, Marilia is playing with her home side, Southampton Sharks. Her career was in the army as a radio communications specialist based all over the world, including 3 tours of Iraq and 1 in Afghanistan, until she got injured.
I was in a major car accident that ruptured my femur, so I had to have my whole leg, my left leg realigned, and I have spinal injuries as well. So at the minute, I'm still undergoing physio and also treatment in order to try and rectify as best we can with the nervous system on the left side of my body at the minute.
It was in 2011, while she was a patient, that Marilia was introduced to sitting volleyball to aid her rehabilitation.
It makes you proactive, it makes you focus on something else other than your injury, other than your pain. And it gives you a new focus. If you were into sports before injury, it gives you that sort of recognition that you don't have to be out of sport. It have adaptability sports of all types that you can have a go and have a try. And it brings that confidence back. It brings that longing of a team spirit again. So in order for sports on a whole, sports is very important for recovery as well.
If you'd love to get involved in sitting volleyball and get to a really great level and be a part of the opportunity and potential to go to Tokyo, what I would do is look for a local team and get down and have a go. So around here it's fantastic because you've got Portsmouth and you've got a lot of guys involved with sitting volleyball, and there's a really good setup here, and then we play a national league competition that's once a month where all the teams get together and play.
The Women's GB Sitting Volleyball Club train in Ashcombe in Surrey. More locally, players wanting to develop their sitting volleyball futures can join clubs in Tipner and Bishopstoke. This is Shan Robins for That's Solent.